Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a nonprofit organization attempts to prevent Kentucky's abortion ban from taking effect, and state health leaders investigate the first probable case of monkeypox here in the Commonwealth.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you. Almost 6 o'clock on this Tuesday morning. I'm Dakota Makris. I can't believe it's just Tuesday. Let's take it over to Brandon this morning. Brandon, you're watching some fog out there this morning. Now, I didn't see any on my way in, or maybe I just wasn't really paying attention. I don't know. But
your drive is so short, I don't know if you had time to see it.
I blink and I'm here.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, I came through parts of 3 different counties, and I saw quite a bit there on the way in. But we're seeing some more this morning over Pikeville. Let's take a look at that camera. US 119, US 23. It's kind of off in the distance, more over downtown, but you can see it there in the background. It's outside the studios here in Hazard. It's over Whitesburg this morning and a lot of other locations as well. 49 Clintwood, 61 Jackson. That is our range this morning. A lot of low to mid 50s, a couple upper 50s out towards Somerset and London, 59 and 58 respectively out that way. 80 is our forecast high. Our average is 85. Nowhere close to the record of 100 degrees set back on this day in 2012. And listen, 2012 was a wild year. It was the year we had everything going on. Heat wave, tornado outbreak, earthquake, all that happened in 2012. So again, lots of things going on there, but today, not so much. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, the Kentucky chapter of the American Civil Liberties Union has, as promised, filed a lawsuit trying to block the state's abortion ban from taking effect. The U.S. Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade on Friday. It allowed Kentucky's trigger law, which was already in place, to immediately ban procedures. The lawsuit targets that trigger law, as well as the state's 6-week abortion ban. The ACLU is arguing that Kentucky's state constitution already guarantees the right to abortion, which is the basis of the lawsuit. This November, a constitutional amendment will be on the ballot to ban abortion entirely. Yesterday, Governor Andy Beshear addressed the issue.
It is an extremist law that removes all options, even those who are victims of sexual assault, rape, or incest. I think I know about a case right now where we've got a 12, 13-year-old girl impregnated through a violent act. She and others deserve options if they want to consider them.
The ACLU has also filed a temporary injunction against Kentucky's trigger law in hopes to allow abortion procedures while this is all settled in court. Meanwhile, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell was in northern Kentucky yesterday, addressing several key topics, including abortion. And when he talked about the Supreme Court justices appointed to the high courts in recent years, he says he feels all of them are making decisions based on following the law rather than always following precedent. Well, it is summer, which means kids are out of school and could be more vulnerable to online harassment. Social media and game chat rooms can be dark places for children. Judy's Place for Kids Finance Director Rachel Bone says parents should present police with as much information as they can if their child is harassed.
You want to gather as much information about the attacker or the abuser as possible, a username, and just as much as information. Maybe it's a screenshot you can get of the chat itself.
Officials recommend discussing internet safety with your kids on a regular basis. Socialization is important for our mental and emotional well-being, but this can be especially vital for kids and the elderly. And one Perry County organization has brought those two age groups together. Our Alyssa Williams reports.
Activities that not only provide entertainment for all, but also offer a sense of connection.
It's the best thing that we've done at our summer camp this year.
The organization Save the Children facilitates its summer camp program each year to provide kids educational and engaging opportunities while out of school. But this summer, the kids are the ones making an impact.
It's just very, very special to see that smile come up on the elderly's face when they do see that young person.
On Monday, Save the Children summer camp attendees stopped by the Hazard Perry County Senior Center to paint with members of the center.
We were able to do a canvas painting, and each kid, as you can see, they were paired with some of the senior citizens, and they worked together on their paintings, and they all made a canvas painting, and it went wonderful.
The kids continued their day by hosting a parade for the residents of the Hazard Health and Rehabilitation Center, even dropping off activity bags for the residents.
The residents truly, truly love it. They associate any young kids with their children growing up or their grandchildren that they have not seen or have seen, and it just brings some normalcy to them as they're going day to day.
And as for the kids, they had more than just art projects to take home with them.
I had fun. They made me laugh. They're just real respectful people.
Providing fun for all ages. In Hazard, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
A Southern Kentucky school is struggling to keep e-cigarettes out of the hands of kids is applauding a Food and Drug Administration decision. Williamsburg school leaders say they are constantly confiscating vaping products from kids. Last week, the FDA announced it was taking a popular brand, Juul, from store shelves. The ban of Juul products is on an appeal. A federal court last Friday did approve a request by Juul Labs to temporarily block the FDA's order for the products to no longer be sold in the United States. UK Healthcare will start giving COVID vaccines to children 5 years and younger. Both Moderna and Pfizer vaccines are available. Families can get the shots at the UK Pharmacist Care Clinic on Fountain Court. Children 17 and under can get vaccinated on weekdays from 1:30 to 5. You can make an appointment online. State health leaders announced late last week that they identified Kentucky's first probable case of monkeypox. We talked with a disease expert who explains what we need to know moving forward. The positive case is from Jefferson County. Friday, state health officials said they are not releasing more information because of privacy concerns. The patient's initial test was completed at Kentucky's Department for Public Health.
It's a rare disease that can be spread through close in-person physical contacts, including direct contact with monkeypox sores or scabs.
Infectious disease specialist Dr. Ferris Cotter says it starts as a flu-like illness, headache, congestion, and swollen lymph nodes. He says after several days, the patient develops a rash.
It is a concern. I wouldn't call it a big concern, but it is a concern. It's an emerging illness, what we call it.
Monkeypox is not as easily transmitted like COVID-19. The CDC reports you can get the disease from close sexual contact or touching items like clothes or bed sheets that have come in contact with an infectious person.
Transmitted mainly by droplet, and then that's a close contact. It's not airborne yet. We don't know that, and no cases has been airborne. It's mainly droplet. This is not a new disease. We already know about monkeypox. It's mainly in Africa. The CDC has 2 vaccines. One is a live virus vaccine and the other is an inactivated vaccine.
The CDC reports if you do not have monkeypox symptoms, you cannot spread it to others. Dr. Cotter says he expects more cases in the United States and nationwide, but he does not think it will be another pandemic. In honor of National Men's Health Month, doctors are pushing for men to ask about genetic mutation that could put them at risk for certain cancers. Well, while most people associate BRCA, commonly referred as BRCA, with breast cancer, the gene can carry risk for both men and women. Having that gene mutation increases risks of certain cancers, including prostate, pancreas, and breast.
Hereditary cancer can be inherited from your mom or your dad, whether you're a male or a female. So, for example, if you're a male who's coming to see me, you can inherit cancer risk from your mother.
Researchers suggest that if there's cancer in your family, she says talk to a doctor about whether genetic testing is right for you.
And I strongly encourage that too, because my mom had brain cancer and then I did too. So again, any kind of cancer, you don't mess with that. Anyway, 6:08 this morning, and we're looking at fog out there across the region. We're going to be seeing Logan at 0 visibility, Harlan at near 0 visibility there, less than 1 mile, Moorhead at 4 miles, 6 miles in Williamsburg. So just be careful out there, slow down, take it easy as you head out the door. Temperatures 49 in Clintwood to 61 in Jackson's, 58 in London, 57 in Pikeville, 57 in Ashland, 54 Harlan, Middlesboro, 53 Manchester, 52 in Hazard this morning. Dew points are really low there and below 50 in some locations this morning, which feels pretty nice as you head out the door. 80 this afternoon, calm wind, but sun gives way to clouds after the fog lifts this morning, and we'll see that cloudy trend continue into the next couple of days. One more cool day, at least cool for us for this time of the year. Summer returns to wrap up June, heat and humidity too, and we could see some storms to start July. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you so much. Well, it's almost 6:10 here. When we come back to our Mountain News this morning, the committee investigating the January 6th Capitol breach prepares to hold a surprise meeting due to receiving some new evidence. That's just ahead this morning.